Good evening. This is the video newsletter for buysellshort.com for Wednesday, July 23rd. I'm going to start this off. It's been a monster couple of weeks for the newsletter, just pounding out the winners lately. Just wanted to go over a few examples, refresh your memory. Here we have a Sirius broke out today. It's pretty much a lock now that the merger is going to happen. We are tagging this one down in the 180s, 50% move. Napsters. Last week we were tagging this one at 108, 148, 40% move. Charter. 3 days ago we tagged this one at a dollar, buck 21 high day today, 20% move. China, last week we had a 25% move on that one. Circuit City, we've had a 15% move in this one, and these are all over the last few days. So just a really nice setup for us. We've got some nice winners, and we're doing this while we stay high cash. So you cannot argue about that. Back to the markets. Dow 15-minute chart, we're still in this bullish rising or bearish rising wedge. Support now is at 11,550. We hit 11,700 today on the Dow. That was the call I gave a week and a half ago as the bear market rally target. If we flip over to the daily chart, we actually closed above the downtrend line of this bullish falling wedge, which is a very bullish setup here. We are now looking at a move to 12K once we work off a little bit of this overbought condition in the market. As you can see, over this last week and a half, buy volume has increased larger than it was back at the March lows, which is significant. So we've got a lot of funds coming back into this market. We've got RSI breaking up over 50. We're about to get a positive ADX cross, which is very bullish. And as you can see down on balance volume, they've just been rushing back into the Dow. Support on the Dow now would be the 20-day exponential right here. That's at 11,479. So if we see a sell-off, we give it room to 11,400. As long as we hold 11,400, we're going to 12,000. So that's the play on the Dow right now. Big driver, oil cracking big time over the last week or so. I said a week ago that we saw the top in oil. We're down almost $25 a barrel since then. Doesn't matter what the news is coming out. They just keep selling oil. Inventory data came out today. Big drawdown. Support now, you're looking at 123 on oil as a Fibonacci support, and then below that 116. It actually came out today that part of the reason for the run in oil over the month of June was a squeeze the speculators put on a trading fund. Supposedly what happened is SEM Group, an oil and asphalt company, had massive futures positions in oil, short oil, and I guess to cover obviously their business, and they ended up losing $2.8 billion, filed for bankruptcy today. So that was a large part of the squeeze that we saw in June, supposedly. And very likely there are more of those to come. It is funny, however, that all this news always comes out after the tank has happened. If you're looking for Wall Street to help you, you're looking in the wrong place. You got to think for yourself and think opposite of what the crooks are telling you. Bullish percent index that I posted at the June top saying to watch out in the NASDAQ. I said we were going to the 20s and that we had bottomed. Well, as you can see, we've rallied back nicely here as well. We'd like to see it retrace a little, but as you can see in the March lows, we ended up doubling almost off the bottom, so we probably have some more upside, at least up to 34, so another few days possible rally. We did have Amazon and After Hours come out and beat their numbers, was up 10% and then gave it all back, but after hours trading means squat lately. Look at Apple, down $20 on its earnings report the other day and had it all back the next day. So you just cannot believe what's going on. Things change by the minute. The bias is still to the upside. Let's find some more plays to make some money on. New trading alert today, HPOL, Harris Interactive. You may have heard them on the news. These are the guys that run all the polls, the Harris polls. Big money in this. Stock got decimated from the quarter end June sell off into the bottom in the market last week, down 50%. No news at all, just funds dumping at the end of the month. 38% Fibonacci retracement is 175. The 20-day exponential is at 163. I would add this one at 145 and under. We've got good support.
Has been updated.
It's just my virus database updating there. Side note, Avast, free virus program, the best on the market. That's all I got to say. Anyway, back to HPOL. We've got RSI coming up out of the basement. We're about to get a positive MACD crossover. We've got stochastics about to trigger a buy signal and a rounding bottom on bounce volume. Very, very nice setup. This should be a nice 20 to 25% plus winner for us over the next few days. Trading alert yesterday. Radio One Inc., another stock that got decimated into the bottom last week, down 60%. 38% Fibonacci retracement is $1.20. That's 20% higher here. We're forming a nice bottom. We've got RSI coming up out of the basement. We're about to get a positive MACD crossover. We've got stochastics triggering a buy signal as well. Stops on this one, 90 cents, 120 first target here. CPST, actually another 20% winner. I forgot to mention earlier. Called the head and shoulders formation on this one 4 days ago at the 385. Stock down 20% plus as of today. We had a breakdown from the neckline today. So over the medium term, this one should see the mid twos. As I said, if you didn't short, at least watch this one as a learning lesson on how to identify this perfect short setup. Head and Shoulders is one of the best setups for shorts that is out there. JMBA, Jamba Juice, trading alert a couple of days ago. Another stock that tanked between June and the bottom. Had a lot to do with quarter end window dressing. Snapback to the 38% Fibonacci is 166. At a minimum, we're looking for a test of the 20-day. That's at $1.45. RSI crossed over 30 today. We had a positive MACD crossover today. We're about to get a buy signal on stochastics, and we've got a rounding bottom in on-bounce volume. Another nicely set up bottom chart for what should be a pretty easy 20 to 25% move near term. Stops $1.10 on this one. So to recap, our latest bouncer plays are JMBA, ROIAK, HPOL. And we should get some very nice moves out of these over the next few days. Still staying in our high cash stance. I mean, with 25% winners popping out all over the place, there is no reason to go overly invested in this market, especially given the run-up we've had. So that's it for the video tonight. It's been a great few days and should continue, and I'll see you guys in the chat room tomorrow. Good night.